Okay, hands up, who's ready for a holiday? Hey! Oh, 2024 almost over. A lot of us are clawing our way to the end of the year, desperate for that well-earned break. In fact, more than half of working Australians admit that they've actually been rocking up to work exhausted.
So disconnecting during the holidays is crucial, and here to help us all do exactly that is workplace culture expert Colin D. Ellis. Welcome to the studio,
Hello, Colin.
So we're all feeling it, I think, at the moment, but how do you know if you're just kind of tired or you actually you're burnt out?
Yeah, what we don't want to do is get to that point at the end of the year where all of a sudden we get our first day on holiday and then we completely collapse. And so, it's important to recognise those signs. I think, that emotional and physical, you feel just wrung out at the end of the day. You're irrational in the way that you think. Maybe you lack motivation to do the thing that you actually really, really enjoy doing. And people will often see, the mood swings, and you're just not yourself.
Yeah. Okay, so talk to us. Boundaries that we can put into place during these last few weeks of work that will really set us up into a restful holiday.
Well, I think just focus on the things you need to do before you go on holiday. What you don't want to do is get on holiday and be like, oh, I haven't done this, I haven't done that. So focus on those things. Try, if you can, to eat healthy and, drink in moderation up to the run-up to Christmas. There's going to be plenty of that over the break.
Oh, yes.
Remove...
He looked at me when he said that.
Yeah. Sorry about that. And remove distractions. We have a lot of notifications during our working day. Just kind of turn them off to really just focus on what you need to do and get it done.
Yeah. Well, it's hard, isn't it, to disconnect, to completely disconnect. So what is your advice for people, when they're actually on annual leave?
Well, the first one is to try a digital detox. It's something I do every year. I try and take a week without being on the devices. That's not to say I don't have WhatsApp for the family to wish them happy Christmas,
To
but
figure
not
out
on
what
Instagram.
you have to bring for Christmas Day.
Yeah. So, I give myself some grace for that. But as much as you can, try and take a digital detox. Do the things that you enjoy doing, not stress you out. Like I'm a big reader, but I don't read business books over Christmas. I don't want the brain to be going.
Yeah.
Really what you want to be thinking about is how can I be around the people that I love to make the most of the time that I've got, and eat and drink in moderation, but make sure you're surrounded by joy and happiness, and plenty of laughter is always a good thing.
But what happens if you fail at all those things? What happens if you are not able to recharge and you come back into the new year? Is that a sign perhaps you should be looking at a different job?
Yeah, I think so, Tim. I think if you lack that intrinsic motivation, that real desire to go back, and I want to get back, and I want to start, and I want to get back into my routine, if you lack that, it's possibly a sign that maybe you're not in the right job, or maybe there's something, sometimes it's your work culture that's maybe dragging you back a little bit and you feel that sense of dread. So maybe it's time to look around.
What about, Christmas time and the holiday season? You're spending a lot of time with family. So fine for us to follow this great advice, but how do you get the rest of the family to do it?
Yeah, you can't tell them, Belinda. I mean, in an ideal way, you're like, right, everybody take a digital detox. Yeah, no one's going to do that. You can just role model what good looks like, and so one of the things, I often just sit there without being on my phone and just reading a book just to show what relaxation looks like. And so where you can is just encourage other people to do that.
Wonderful tips.
Without telling them.
Yes. Yeah. Thank you for that inspiration. We needed that, Colin. Have a lovely Christmas.